People's National Party says that the government must cushion the crisis. It must provide at least $40 billion or 2% of GDP to provide vulnerable Jamaicans with a more adequate program of support, and fund it by slowing down the pace of debt reduction until the crisis has passed. People, this money is not for any topsy-turvy birthday cake or champagne parties. This money is not for bloated overseas trips and international publicity campaigns for failed attempts to become an executive of some international body. It is not to build entrance signs in a town that cost millions of dollars per letter. No, comrades, the money is not for sleazy nepotism and cronyism, scraping public resources into the pockets of the well-connected and their friends. No way. We would be strengthening programs for the vulnerable members of the society, families on path, NIS pensioners, persons on poor relief, and female-headed households who are struggling to survive. We would be supporting small farmers so that they can produce the food to feed the nation and reduce wasteful food imports. We would be giving transport operators and motorists a break and reduce transport costs on the people by capping the ad valorem gas tax at the budgeted oil price of $67.50 US per barrel. And we would remove the oil hedge tax, which is not being used for its intended purpose of protecting Jamaicans against high oil prices. Or we would reallocate it to help low-income households cover the expenses of regularizing their electricity supply and to help them go solar to reduce their light bills so JPS can't come and take away them lights. We would assist the many small businesses that are going under as they face higher interest rates and consumers with less and less disposable income to support their businesses. These are strategic investments in the Jamaican people and the society as a whole in a time of crisis. So when you hear me say, cushion the crisis, it is not just about how we live in the present, but it is also about how we prepare for the future. We must protect our society today so that we can ensure a better and stronger tomorrow.
We are trying to awaken you to the true consciousness of yourselves. You young black men, you young black women, may we not appeal to you knowing you as we do to turn over a new leaf. As I come in contact with my race from both a financial and social point of view, I realize how weak we are in the essentials that make for success. You are your worst enemy. The black man goes into business and tries to do the right thing, but what do we find? He gets no support from his fellow man. They lie on him, they rob him, and the next thing you hear, he's out of business, pulled down by you, his brothers. Have no faith and are dishonest to each other. There is no love for the man in black. See how we are struggling as strangers in a foreign clime, struggling in America, in Europe, in Asia, and in Africa, where men look upon us, not with love.
Today, can you imagine? We have been here for centuries, and we're still lagging around. If we could start a business in Jamaica, it's one of the hardest things to start a business. While the Chinaman come from China, come to Jamaica, start a business, non-tax for 5 years. And by the time the 5 years come when he start pay tax, he making cousin and he never and the uncle come and him gone. So, and listen, this have been happening for centuries. So this have nothing to do with PNP or JLP. And you know, at the end of the day, none of them now want to fix it because all of them want us, the black man, to stay at the back.
I know that there are many communities across the island where, since the founding of the community, the roads have not been repaired. Some people will tell you the road has not been repaired in 30 years. I've gone to places where they say from the community established, the road has never been fixed. And those persons are frustrated. And they may very well feel slighted to see us opening these lovely highways whilst their road close to them in their community that they drive on every day is unrepaired. Those who are frustrated about their roads, those who have given up hope that their roads will ever be repaired, those that find themselves drawn into schemes to protest. I say to you that for the first time in a long time in Jamaica's history, your government is in a position to make budgetary allocations to treat with road repairs, not highway building now, but road repairs. Yes, for rural communities, for urban inner city communities, for residential communities, for housing schemes, for farming communities. Not farm roads, but for farming communities. We are in a position to make a budgetary allocation of a reasonable size in a systematic way to address these road problems. In a long time in Jamaica's history, your government is in a position to make budgetary allocations to treat with road repairs, not highway building now, but road repairs. Yes, for rural communities, for urban inner city communities, for residential communities, for housing schemes, for farming communities. Not farm roads, but for farming communities. We are in a position to make a budgetary allocation of a reasonable size in a systematic way to address these road problems.